Hello everyone, welcome to the video on time and distance related problems and the concepts. In this video, I will explain about 4 core concepts related to time and distance. Understanding the concept is very important to solve any kind of problems. After explaining the concept, I will give you 4 related problems with explanation so that you will understand the concepts properly. This is my YouTube channel. You just type in my name G. Sai Rajesh, you will get the channel. If you like the video, do subscribe and share. Let us understand about the core concepts. The concept 1, the common formula to deal any kind of time and distance is R multiplies T equal to D. Let us understand what you have with these things. R is rate and T is time and D stands for distance. See, though it is put in a formula wise, we use it very regularly. Whenever you talk about any of the vehicle speed, what do you say? Its speed is 60 kilometers per hour. What are you talking? The 60 kilometers is distance. Per what is hour? It is time. And you say it is its rate. So this is what is R multiplies T. You change it, you get R multiplies T is equal to D. Unknowingly, we are using this very regularly and it has to be internalized and put it in a formula wise. This simple formula enables us to solve many kind of problems. So this is the concept 1. Now concept 2. Now see, in most of the exam in questions, they will ask you to convert kilometer per hour to meters per second. Usually we talk about kilometer per hour, but in some questions they will ask us to convert them into meters per second. Just understand them. See, 1 kilometer has got 1000 meters and 1 hour is equivalent to 60 minutes taken by 60 seconds. So this becomes 5 by 18. So understand this, anytime you are supposed to convert kilometers to hour, multiply it 5 by 18. And the opposite, when meters per second is given and you need to convert it to kilometers per second, is it becomes inverse, 18 by 5. Just you need to understand these things to easily convert from kilometers per hour to meters per second. Next concept. See, rate and time are inversely proportional. So when you see, let's say the distance is equal for 2 of the vehicles. And what do you say with rate equal to distance by time? So R1, T1. There is another vehicle where is rate is different, but distance is same, time is different. So when you see them R1, R2, because they are inversely proportional, it becomes T2 by T1. So this is what we call it as rate and time are inversely proportional. Let me give you with an example. Let's say R1 is let's say R1 is a bicycle which is running with 3 kilometers per hour, whereas R2 is a bicycle which is running with 5 kilometers per hour. So totally they need to drive 15 kilometers. Now look at this. What happens with R1? If it is running with 3 kilometers per hour, it takes how much time? 5 hours is T1. Now R2, if it is moving with 5 kilometers per hour, it takes 3 hours. And this is what is T2. Now look at these ratios. This is inverse. Here it is 3:5 and here it is 5:3. Simple thing. If you are moving with higher speed, you will reach sooner, less time. If you are moving with slower speed, you will take excess time. So this is what is meant by they are inversely proportional. Just internalize the concept. Now the last one. Rates are additive and subtractive. You need to understand this properly. Say in certain questions there is a certain distance and it is traveled by 2 different vehicles, A and B. So imagine both of them, let's say A is from there, A is running from the starting, B is running from the ending. Let's say the distance is 100 kilometers and A is running with 60 kilometers per hour and B is running with 40 kilometers per hour. So in 1 hour what happens? A moves 60 kilometers whereas B moves 40 kilometers. So totally how much they moved? 100 kilometers. So what is the rate here? 60 plus 40 is 100. In 1 hour both rates need to be added. That is what is called as additive. So rate will becomes additive when both the vehicles are moving in opposite direction because they are covering the whole thing. Now the same thing, imagine both the vehicles are moving in the same direction, A and B. So in 1 hour, A will be covering 60 kilometers, whereas B just goes 40 kilometers. So what is the distance between these two? 60 minus 40, that is 20. So here you have subtracted the rates. This is R1 and R2, and you get the distance here. So sometimes rates are subtractive, sometimes rates are additive. So we'll understand this concept while doing that problems. So understand these four core concepts. These are enough to solve any kind of time and distance related problems. Let us do the problems and understand the concepts. Now see, a man walked at a speed of 4 km per hour from point A to B and come back from point B to A at 6 km per hour. See, there is a point A and B. So a man moved in this forward direction 4 km per hour, and from here he reached back with 6 km per hour. Now what would be the ratio of time taken by the man in walking from point A to B to that of point B to A? Now see, what is R1? It is 4. What is R2? It is 6. What is the ratio? 2:3. Now what is the one of the concept we have seen? Ratios will be inversely proportional to T1 and T2. So this would become 3:2. Simple answer with the simple concept. Simple thing. See this one, the lower rate one will take higher time. The higher rate one will take lower time. So the answer is simply, it is just inverse to this rates. If the rates are 2:3, the time will be 3:2. That's it. Moving to the next thing. Now, while covering a distance of 24 km, a man noticed that after walking for 1 hour and 40 minutes, the distance covered by him was 5/7 of the remaining distance. See, for any quant questions, you need to read very carefully. Things you need to remember is, see, the total distance is 24 kilometers. Now, what is the man has realized after traveling for 1 hour 40 minutes? Again, look at this. See, 1 hour 40 minutes, both of them in a different units. One is in hour and the other one is in minutes. We need to convert them into hours. So 40 minutes, 40 by 60, it will convert into what? It converts into hours. Now when you see this gives 1, 2 by 3, that is nothing but 5 by 3 hours. So the time is 5 by 3 hours. So the distance is 24. And time taken is 5 by 3 hours. Now after traveling that, the distance covered by him was 5/7 of the remaining distance. So at this time he covered this distance. Let's imagine this distance. It is covered in T 5 by 3 hours. Now how much he has covered? Let's say the remaining distance is y. He says the distance covered by him is 5/7 of the remaining hours. That means 5/7 of y he has covered. This is nothing but x. Now, what was his speed in meters per second? So, a lot of information is given. We need to put them together. Now, let us understand the total distance x plus y is given as 24 kilometers, right? What is x here? 5 by 7y. And then y is equal to 24. And how much it becomes? 12y by 7 equal to 24, or y equal to 14. If y is equal to 14 and x plus y is 24, what would be x? X is 10. So this is what we did. Now we need to calculate the speed. Now let us see this. See, the x distance is covered in this much time. What is the distance x? X we know it is 10. Now let us calculate the speed. Speed r equal to d by t. What is the distance of x? It is 10. What is time? 5 by 3. What is this? 6 kilometers. But the question asks to convert them into meters. This is 6 kilometers per hour. 6 kilometers. And what is the, what would be in meters? It would become 6,000 meters. Right? But the concept 2 says that you need to convert them by multiplying with 5 by 18. So this 6 kilometers per hour you need to convert into meters per second means 5 by 18. So how much it becomes? 5 by 3 meters per second. So this is what is the answer. Now let us move to the next question. Now see, Ravi can cover a certain distance in 1 hour 24 minutes by covering 2/3 of the distance at 4 km per hour and the rest at 5 km per hour. Find the total distance. Again, you need to write it down everything clearly. See, The time is given as 1 hour 24 minutes. Again, you need to convert them into what hours? It becomes 1 2 by 5 or 7 by 5 hours. Now, we know this is what is the time. Now look at this. This is what is the total distance. We need to find out this total distance. Now what is the information says? 2/3 of this, let's say the total distance is x. 2/3 of x is traveled with 4 km per hour. Whereas 1/3 of x is traveled with 5 km per hour. Now we know the total distance. Let us plug in everything. See, the distance is, the time is distance by rate. Now you have this d1 and d2, r1 and r2 is there. So the total time is given by, what is d1? 2 by 3 x by, what is r4, plus 1 by 3 x by, what is r5 here. So when you solve them, what do you get? 14x by 60 is t. What is t here? T is 7 by 5. So 7 by 5 equal to 14x by 60. When you cross multiply and solve, you will get x is 6 kilometers. See, the aim here is to understand the concept, not to solve all these things arithmetically. You should be knowing this by now. But you need to understand how to plug in these diagrams and solve the question. So the answer is, the total distance is 6 kilometers. Now the last one. Now see, two places A and B are 80 kilometers apart from each other. Let's say this is A, this is B, and the different distance is 80 kilometers per hour. A car starts from A and another car starts from B at the same time. Now let's say this is A is starting from here, this is B starting from here. If they move in the same direction, they meet each other in 8 hours. So A and B, if they move in the same direction, they meet after 8 hours. So A and B, if they move in the same direction, they meet each other after 8 hours. If A and B are moving in opposite directions, they meet in 1 hour 20 minutes. 1 hour 20 minutes. Again, we need to convert them. So it becomes 4 by 3 hours. Now understand them. See, this is what is the final concept. When both of them are moving in opposite direction, the rates become additive. So what is the time here? Now let's plug everything into the formula. T by R, right? So the rate becomes additive, means what is the time taken here for opposite direction? It is 4 by 3 equal to, what is the distance here? 80 by additive. Imagine, see, let's say RA plus RB. Now when you solve this, you get RA plus RB equal to 60. Now we got this. Now the other thing, when both of them are moving in the same direction, they take 8 hours to meet each other. Now the time is 8 hours here. So 8 is equivalent to, what is the distance? 80 by, here it is RA minus RB. So this gives RA minus RB equal to 10. Now see, RA plus RB is 60, RA minus RB is 10. So what will be the rates of RA and RB? 35 and 25. The difference is 10. When you add, it becomes 60. What is the question about? Determine the speeds of the cars. One is 35 and the one is 25. Again, by applying the concept 4, you can do this question. So this is how you need to solve time and distance problems. If you like the video, do subscribe and share. Thank you for watching.